Welcome back,
Hey,
legends.
chatters.
It is so good to be back. We are so pumped. And to start off, we want to say thank you so much for sticking around.
Oh my gosh.
As you would have heard in the last in our full episode. Man, it's been a challenge. We've struggled, we've wrestled, and you guys being here waiting for us has been really exciting. And I've loved, you guys have been reaching out, asking when we're coming back. That's been nice. It has really been nice to know that people want us to come back, for starters. It's been a really, really cool thing. So thank you guys so much. We value you massively. Yeah. This doesn't happen without you. So we want to thank you for that and that support and encouragement.
Yeah. We just, your patience has been so amazing, and I'm honestly really surprised, not because of who you are, because of who I am and my lack of patience. So I'm so grateful that you're still here, and we're really excited to make this year super special, this season really special, and we want to explore that with you guys and bring you really into that conversation and into this creation of what it looks like to be a Patreon member, to be a chatter, because you are the foundational people. So from here is where we want to build, and you've got an opportunity to really play into and build that with us.
So we want to ask you this question, what do you want? What would you want from a Patreon subscription? So what is it that you would value? What are you coming here to try and find? That's what we want to bring to you guys. So we're going to actually send this question out to you via email as well, because we have that. Because I know not everyone actually uses the Patreon platform for messages and so forth. So we want to communicate with you on that, and we might even explore that as an option going forward. Like we email you guys more regularly as well. But we want your input, because again, you are the foundation of this podcast. You are the audience that we have in mind. We want to speak to you, and we know if we speak to you, if we provide stuff for you, it's going to benefit everyone else. So please speak into this space. We would love your input. I know I've been speaking to some of you about exploring, what it's been like to explore ADHD, and this discovery of you going through that, because that's something that I might be going through too, and I've been exploring that as well. And so I've been loving these conversations, but I'd love to bring that conversation more publicly, because I've seen, and we mentioned this video that I put up on our socials about Fix It Mode. I've seen that when we publicly, inappropriately share with people our struggles, it impacts so much more people, and their responses and their feedback back impacts me, so I want to get those things out there. I'd love to have those conversations with you. Last season, we had some of you record a video and we put it on the episode. I'd love to do that more and prioritize you guys. So we'll send this out to you on email as well, but we wanted to put that out there for you to say you are so welcome in this space. You are so valued, and would love you to input into this space.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we maybe just we can chat quickly about some stuff we've been going through. We talked about that in the episode. We've dived into kind of the last couple months about what we've been going through. Some more detail in that, I guess, is like there's a few areas we're trying to be really intentional in.
So, for example, one that I want to do an episode on this too. So speak into the space if this is something you've wrestled with and or are have really put some good boundaries in place, but is that work-life balance? I was sharing with I actually called my boss before we started recording this episode, because last night, man, I struggled so much to sleep. I was up, I was anxious. I just had so much load on my brain of trying to work out what I need to do for our clients, for our team members, and all this sort of stuff. And it's been a real wrestle of mine. I've got a trade background, so construction background, and what we do, like what we did back then, which is years ago, but it's sort of ingrained into, I was brought up by a tradie too, so a construction worker too. So I think this is just ingrained in my upbringing as well, is that you never leave the tools. And that doesn't work in my new environment, in terms of I work remotely, I work from home, and the work is never ending. We don't just finish a job then move on to the next like we do in construction. It's just ongoing. So I keep going into these bad habits. And so I would love to do an episode on that, but that's something that I'm currently, like as of today, am wrestling with and navigating through, is that work-life balance in terms of mental load, like my own mental load that I put on myself and priorities in that space. So if you've got anything speaking to that space, would love to hear from you.
And that's been something you've wrestled with over the years. Yeah, a huge part of your burnout, these similar patterns that you've worked on and gotten like some really good healthy stuff around. But obviously is still an area, a sensitive area. Yeah, another thing I've been really diving into is my mental health. But 2025, I've kind of decided is the year. I've been talking about it on my TikTok. I'm calling it Taking Back My Life.
Yes, girl.
Because as I've said on the podcast before, I didn't feel like a present participant in my own life. I kind of felt like a passenger, genuinely, like half my brain has been off somewhere else. And I think that's all due to like the stuff that I navigate with my mental health for a variety of reasons. But I'm really trying to be super intentional this year with feeling present, feeling intentional, feeling like I'm succeeding, like recognizing success as well. And that's around physical health. So I've been on a no carb diet for the last 3 weeks and will be now. That's kind of what I've decided will be my hopefully long-term thing for my physical health, which I can talk about more at another time. And then really deep diving into mental health and putting good patterns in place. And we've both been working on trying to get, intentional with sleep, which I find really hard. I love to stay up late, but just sleeping better, drinking more water, being more active, being more disciplined, and feeling like a sense of pride in that. And I think we're both really excited about this year and putting things in place for that. So yeah, that's some of the stuff we're navigating. And again, if you've got anything you've worked through in that space or questions you've got in that space or anything you want to know about us, if there's anything you ever want to know about us, this is the platform to ask those questions on as well, because we're happy to be an open book. Some of the stuff is less appropriate for the broader podcast, but maybe more appropriate for here. So happy to answer and chat about anything, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a short episode because we just wanted to touch base with you guys, and we'll send this out in an email
and we went into a lot of detail in our main one.
So I have one question for you that I'd like to ask to wrap up our episode here. If we had to switch lives for a week, what's the first thing you think you'd struggle with the most? If
we had to switch, so much of your work. I would struggle with so much of your work. Firstly, I find it very hard to be. There's some conversation I just really struggle to have, and you're just a lot better at having them neutrally and without like the emotion tied into it. So some of the strategy meetings or keeping people on track or tackling difficult conversations, it would destroy me from the inside out. So there's that. Your beard would probably do my head in. Yeah.
Oh, it just becomes part of you.
Yeah,
it's like
but in a week?
Maybe not.
Yeah, question. I don't know.
Well, you've just answered it.
Yeah, it's probably the main one.
If it wasn't with the time of the month stuff, like that would be tough. That would be tough. I'm like, what is happening?
Can you imagine just all of a sudden be like, oh,
yeah, exactly.
I'm dying.
Other than that would be the upkeep and maintenance women go through compared to men. I would struggle with that.
That's what I would look forward to for the week. Just being like, I can take a shower and I'm ready.
Yeah,
I can take a shower and do this to my hair.
You don't even need to take a shower. You just need to do this to your hair. You put a hat on.
Put a hat on. Wear a nice shirt. And I don't even need to wear anything fancy on the bottoms because I work from home. Yeah. And I look put together.
I have to wear my PJs while I'm working at home. It's my PJ pants.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's the biggest unfairness. What's the other question? Because that was a good one.
I was only doing one.
I'll do another one because that's a good one.
All right. Well, the other question was, if you had to pick a reality TV show that you'd be on for a whole year, what one would you pick?
And what one would you definitely not do?
Okay.
Was the question. What one would I pick? Probably, I'm going to say Survivor, but I think doing that for a whole year would get I think you would actually just no longer be after a year of doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe Amazing Race.
That would be, I reckon Amazing Race.
Things.
Yeah, but I think you'd get used to the gross things after a year. But I think Amazing Race, because Survivor, I don't think you would survive for a year living off rice and beans.
Yeah.
I just don't think I would survive a year of Survivor. I think I would literally die.
Actually, you know what I've just been watching, which probably I could do for a year, is the Beast games, Mr. Beast games. Because they're not, so far, they haven't been physically damaging games. They're just mentally draining. But if you were in it for a year, that'd be interesting. Yeah. Or Big Brother or something like that in a house. Brother. I think I could do Big Brother for a year.
Oh, no. COVID with people I struggle with.
COVID with your family? With your family?
No, they're not family members though.
Oh, it'd be like COVID. I thought you were saying
I don't like.
You already struggled enough in COVID lockdowns.
No. Well, I did.
With your family?
With my life.
Yeah, I get it. Cool. And then what would you?
Well, I said Survivor because I don't think I would actually survive a year.
Oh, you would
just die. I would just die.
You want to do that for a year?
No. My one was What was it?
No, you didn't say one.
Didn't I?
No,
I think I just
so.
agreed with everything you said.
Yeah.
Well, the one I wouldn't survive is Survivor because I think I would literally die.
And one you would enjoy? You got nothing?
Maybe Amazing Race. Amazing Race. Like, I mean, I think in theory, I would like Amazing Race because you still sleep in hotels a lot of the time.
Yeah,
You still
and you
get good
travel.
meals. You travel.
You could fill out a year with that.
Yeah, and they're not recording every day because they've got the travels to the new places and stuff. I think maybe they do. I'm not too sure.
I just couldn't eat like bull testicles every
I think you'd
week.
get used to it. Well, you wouldn't be doing the same thing every week. It'd be changed.
Some other animal testicle.
It'd be,
I was
cow
thinking
testicles.
what you would say for the show.
I made a joke. I said cow testicles.
Oh, because bulls. Yeah, I got it. I got it. It took me a while. I was thinking you would say maths would be the one you couldn't be in. For
100%. Maths. Oh, man. Give me Survivor. I hate that show so much. So much.
Yeah. Anyway, there's only one thing I've stopped watching because Blair really dislikes it, and it's Married at First Sight.
Yep.
That's the only thing he's ever been like, I just can't stand it.
The show gives them alcohol for the drama.
The show is so unethical.
Toxic. Australian one at least, but there's been one couple, right?
No, it's not. I don't know. There's a few more than that now, but very few.
It's like what
intentionally.
The point
that's the
is.
problem.
The point is the drama.
You know what? This season's already happening because I've been hearing about it. And 2 of the 8 couples already dated in real life before they met, apparently, allegedly. So that just tells you what they do for the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I hold marriage as such a high importance, the fact that they just crap all over it for drama and for entertainment, that's why I hate it so much. It's just like, it just goes against everything that I value in marriage.
I love it for the social experiment. And I used to watch it every single season. But I am really frustrated at how they're navigating it now. And I hate what they've done intentionally as producers to make the social experiment not work. Like, why would you want to add anything more than trying to get strangers?
That's our story.
That's us. Tell us what you would, what would you guys do?
Write it to us.
Alrighty, guys. Well, it's been good.
Thank you so much again, guys. We really love you. We appreciate you. Good chat.
See ya.
Bye.